I'm gonna have to do negative splits for this, aren't I? This last rep is gonna hurt a lot. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and training for a marathon with mountains episode 4. You join me on a Tuesday night. We've got a mixed 7-mile run to get through, adding more endurance going towards the 3 Peaks race in October. Had a fantastic start to the plan last week, so we want to build on that while remaining consistent, not getting carried away and being patient. We'll talk more about consistency later on. You're also going to find out just how fit I am post Hardwall's 40, because on Thursday night we've got 5x800 meters. That's going to test my flat pace. Last week, as you know, we went for the climbing leg. That was a really hard effort, so hopefully it's not going to be as tough this Thursday. You'll most likely be joining me on Saturday for some more beautiful trail views, and I'm adding another section to the vlog. We're going to be talking about my book of the week every episode, most likely running related, but it may also delve into the self-development genre. Anyway, we'll talk more about this week's plan from the run, so let's get laced up and hit the trail. What a beautiful evening for a run, guys. It's either been pissing it down with rain or a heat wave for the last week, so I really do appreciate the cooler temperatures. But what have we got coming up this week? So tonight is that 7-miler, half at easy pace, half at moderate. Last week was an easy 6 miles with some drills. Strength and conditioning tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Thursday we've got that fitness session, 5x800 meters, so we'll get to see how fast I actually am there. Friday, strength and conditioning in the morning, 3-mile run on the night, before Saturday's 9-mile trail run, cap the week off with a 4-mile easy run on Sunday. The regular viewers may be starting to realise that I'm not one for big fancy mileage and boasting about times. It's not that I'm not quick or can't do the long mileage. We're just at the very start of a new plan and it's not sensible. If any injuries or niggles are going to come out in 2 or 3 weeks time, it will be because I've pushed too hard now and done too much. Even though I feel ready to do it, I need to give my body respect and give it time to work its way into the plan. We do not want to be tapering too early for the 3 Peaks. Following a structured training plan is all about trusting the process. Of course, we are going to be doing that big mileage. We're going to be doing some cracking times, but that is going to come later on as we get to those peak weeks in September. I've just upped that pace, guys, into the moderate effort now, so the next 25 minutes will be within that zone. Really important for marathon training, helps build your endurance and your ability to hold this sort of effort for longer. But it's actually really difficult to do. A lot of people struggle because you shouldn't really be going that much faster than easy pace. It should be a similar effort, but with better form and more focus. The temptation is to go at a tempo effort, which just ruins the session because you're not working the right cardiovascular system, the right aerobic system to really get those benefits for the marathon. Now, I know some of the regulars around here won't need to know that, but what you might be interested in is the shoes I'm wearing. The Inov-8 G270, 0 drop, and I do not get on with 0 drop at all, so we're gonna have a chat about that, what I've done to modify the shoe, and how it's actually worked for me at the end of the run. There you have it, guys, 6.9 miles in just under an hour for 8.5-minute miling. Really happy with that. The legs felt fantastic, and we're going to finish up by talking about the Inov-8 G270. I've actually knocked up 75 miles in this thing and not even spoken about it, but there is a good reason. It's a 0 drop shoe and I struggle with 0 drop. No different in this thing. I've been trying all sorts of ways of getting around it because I love the shoe. When I first put it on, I felt like I could really feel the ground. The grip was fantastic. My posture was so much better, but I was having calf issues
and inside thigh issues because of my overpronation. That's why I've got these things here, which are custom orthotics. I use these with all of my shoes just about, and they're made for me by a podiatrist. But even with those in, I still struggled until tonight. We've been putting these little beauties in, guys. I've borrowed these off a friend, or actually been given them, should I say, and they're from Amazon. They give it an extra 3mm drop in the heel, and I found tonight that actually made quite a difference. I can still feel my calf is a little bit tight in there because my ankle mobility isn't brilliant, but that could be something we can work on. And if I can get above 10 miles without any of ththese issues, the G270 could be a serious player for the Three Peaks. Right guys, I'm signing off at that, and I'll see you Thursday for 5x800 meters.
Hey guys, welcome to Thursday night fitness test. Last week was the hill session. You all joined me for that one, went really well. That was to test my climbing legs. Tonight we need to test my flat speed, see just how fast I really am. The weather forecast isn't so great, as you can tell by these big black clouds behind me, so we need to get this thing done quite quickly. It's going to be 5x800 meter efforts down this track right here, 3 minutes recovery between each, and by the very nature of the session, I'm going to have to update you every other lap because I'm not carrying the camera. We need good form, consistent efforts tonight. The last time I did this session was January, I think, so good 6 months ago. And while we averaged 5 minute 35-second miles that night, I highly doubt that'll happen tonight because it wasn't very consistent and it wasn't controlled. That's the purpose of the session. And to be honest, I don't actually have any proper road running shoes, so we're going with the Adidas Ultra tonight. I'll just show you them. You know, I've already reviewed them. I love these shoes, really comfortable, very responsive, give a lot back, and they're great on multiple terrain, so should be ideal. Right guys, I'm gonna put you down and we're gonna get this thing underway. That's 2 reps down, guys. The first one was 247, second around 245, so actually very close to the last time we did this one, so pretty happy with that. But I'm still coming back to fitness. We've got 3 more reps to go, so I could easily fade towards the end. Hopefully not, hopefully I've paced it just right. Okay, on to the 3rd rep. Okay, so 3rd rep, 245, 4th rep, 244. I'm gonna have to do negative splits for this, aren't I? This last rep is gonna hurt a lot. And as if by magic, I'm just about to go start the final rep and the heavens have opened. So we're gonna be running in the rain. See you on the other side.
As you can tell guys, the heavens really did open up. Last rep was pissing wet through, but glad to say it went really well. I'm happy with that session. Negative splits all the way. The first one was 245, repeated that for the second. The third was 243, fourth was 243, and the final one was 240. So all in all, about the same as what we were in January. Back then, I believe it was a month after that session, I went and set my fastest ever mile time. So we're in pretty good shape considering I've not been doing any speed work. Still need to get much fitter than this. I need to be the fittest I've ever been to hit that time at the Three Peaks, but this is a really promising start. That hurt like hell in that last rep. And I don't know about you guys, where you find your motivation from to push through that sort of pain and try to go to a whole new level, because that is what you got to do in speed work. Sometimes I don't really have it in me, but to be honest, today wasn't a cracking one. I had me grand's funeral. It's quite hard seeing my dad getting upset with it, and yeah, never nice to go to those sort of things. So I had a little bit of that as fuel towards the end there, which certainly helped. But I'm not going to bring you guys down in the episode with all of that sort of news. Really happy with the session overall. 7.3 miles in under an hour, some really great splits, and we move on to strength work in the morning, 3-mile run after work. Then you'll be joining me Saturday for a 9-miler.
Stumbling home, we don't know where we're going. Should've turned back hours ago. Out of our minds, I guess.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Dalby Forest. This is the Woodcock Way, a 4.5-mile beautiful walking route that we're going to be doing twice. I was tempted to go up to the moors because we need to get some terrain-specific training in for the 3 peaks. But after Thursday's fitness test, the legs are a little bit tired, a few little tweaks here and there. Training is scheduled to really kick off next week, and I'd rather be in prime condition for that than go do a harder session today and risk picking up a bit of a niggle. Staying injury-free in large is just down to listening to your body and responding when it tells you it needs to pull off the gas a little bit. Today is also a fasted run. I've had breakfast, but I'm not going to be fueling during the run itself. It's only an hour and a half, but I would always recommend eating after an hour of exercise. That's because the muscles break down and you need to give them nutrients so they can rebuild easier at the end of the session. The longer you wait to get that nutrition in, the harder it's going to be to recover. But if I'm going to teach my body to burn fuel more efficiently and rely on less fuel on race day, I'm going to have to start playing around with this in training. The downside of fasted runs is they do take it out of you and they can knacker up your week's training. We've got some big mileage coming up and some real heavy sessions, so I'm not going to be doing this past today. It's only because I've had an easier week and an easier Saturday run. Then after the 3 peaks, we're going to really start looking at these fasted runs and see if we can't get me more efficient. And a quick update on the Innov 8 G270. I mentioned that could be a player for the 3 peaks, and I thought I found a solution with that heel drop. Unfortunately, not the case. The day following wearing those shoes, I had calf issues again. It was the soleus, getting tight, aching, hurting, the same as before, so I can't risk it. I know too many people who have pulled their calf from doing that, trying to push through, hoping that the bodies will adapt. I've got other shoes that I can choose from, so we're just going to park the G270 for now. Unfortunately, even a 3 mil drop seems to be a problem for me. So we're wearing the Adidas Speed Ultra. I've already done a full review of this and a full day's worth of wear in Dalby Forest. Really happy with the shoe. Having said that, we've got another one coming hopefully today that we might get to test out next week, so subscribe for that one. There we go, guys, run done. I need to get fueled up really quickly because fasting for an hour and a half with a bit of a moderate effort in was real hard work. A few stats for you. We did just more than 10 miles in an hour and a half, just shy of 9-minute miling, and a bit more than 900 foot of elevation gain to cap off a really good week. By the time Sunday's run's done, we'll be over 37 miles for the week, so that's real good progression from last week. Right, guys, let's cap this episode off with my book of the week. It's Bounce by Matthew Syed. Not sure if you guys have read this, but it is a corker. The author believes very much in the 10,000 hour rule, which basically says that talent is a myth
and through hard work and purposeful practice, 10,000 hours or more of, you can master any art or any sport. I found this really inspirational. The stats that they use, they go into the Kenyans, how they managed to come into prominence, and basically how people's environment and what they do heavily dictates how successful they can be. He takes many scenarios where people have been called talented and actually proves that talent wasn't the key factor in their success. Venus Williams is one of them, Roger Federer is another, many chess players, and even himself, Matthew, who became an Olympian as a table tennis player. He resided from a very small town where they had a village hall and an international level coach living there, and basically this small cluster of young kids became Olympians, all residing from the same place. It's an amazing story, very inspirational, and really does back up his claim about the 10,000 hour rule. Right, we're going to wrap the episode up there, guys. Thank you so much for following along. I really do appreciate it. Next week, like I said, we're really ramping up that training, and we're going to be doing some recce's of the 3 weeks in the coming weeks as well. So loads to look forward to. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. Give us a like. That would really help us build the channel. Right, guys, take care, and I'll catch you with the next one.